What's going on, everyone? Darkwater here, and welcome back to Airport CEO and a recreation of the Long Beach Airport. Last time we got shops and restaurants and bathrooms into the right-hand side of the terminal, and people seem to be okay with that. People aren't buying stuff. Yeah, people are getting food, though. That's the important thing. You are also struggling with sales. Interesting. Middle portion still trying to wrap my head around. Again, this should be open air. If we go up a floor, you can see that there's actually a roof over it. So, kind of going back and forth. Because there is sand in this area, and we've been using floor tile for sand, and I don't know what to do about that. Either we just make it open air and we don't have the sand, or we keep it closed and have it looking more how it actually is. I don't know which way to go with it. So I'm gonna just kind of hold off and try and wrap my brain around how we want to do that. The same with the original terminal. We're gonna hang on to that for a while. What are you guys doing here? Let's just zone this as a staff zone. Similarly, staff zone up there. We don't need people just wandering aimlessly. Traffic. I don't know what to do with this traffic either. I'll be honest, I'm inclined to experiment and get rid of that and get rid of that. See if that cleans some of this up. Let's speed it up a little bit, not a lot. We're going to move you guys yet again somewhere up here. I don't even think I've seen the radar anywhere. You handle 75 flights. Perfect. We actually don't need the radar. We're just going to add you up there. We use the radar for... Don't. I was about to just delete that even before the other one's in place. We used the radar whenever we were getting a bunch of flights in, but ratcheting the flights back down to this, I think we're okay. Yeah, you guys really aren't thrilled with bathrooms and high-quality shops, huh? Interesting. We are at 95%, overall 90%, which I'll take. Hopefully this gets cleaned up. But I think we're going to start down here today and just kind of work our way around with the kind of surrounding area. This will probably move one more time. The small runway will live over here once we get up to that point. I forgot what company is up there. Relativity? Yes, Relativity space is up there, and below that is where the fire department lives, or the airport fire station. And then down on the right-hand side, there's a few buildings up here, and there's some buildings down over here that have a bunch of aerospace and space satellite style companies in, and there's a bunch of general aviation stands in this area. So we'll kind of work our way up and around. We'll start down here and just kind of work our way across to, I don't know, here, I guess. So we've got the police station down here. Next to the police station, there's the parking lot, and then there is the Long Beach CERT, or I believe it's the Community Emergency Response Team. Also in this same area is the Long Beach Fire Department and SoCal Jet Services, which handles jet repairs. So there's kind of a hangar up here as well. I would like to get catering and the waste depot in. Problem is, this is all one big L-shaped building that it's in. Looking around... Yeah, looking around, there's not really a spot for any of the catering services or anything like that that I've seen, which is interesting. There is a fence separating that parking lot from the fire building. The fire building also has access to the jetway, because in the middle area here, there are helicopter stands. So maybe that'll be where we start. I don't know. Let's just build some stuff and see what happens. I'm guessing magic. So we'll put a fence there. Connects up with that fence. That's great. I'm going to do, I guess, service road behind the building. It ends up over on this side. If I were smart, which I think we've established I am not. You know what we're going to do? We're going to move... No, we're not. We're not going to move it. I was going to move it over here, but I think we're going to end up building over here today, so don't want to do that. Take you guys out. I am going to do asphalt. Nope, apparently I'm not. Fine, get rid of that fence. There's kind of a parking area back here. There's dumpsters behind the building. How big is... Run you there. How... See, the problem is the catering depot needs access to public roads. Let's do it. We're going to put it there. Give me service road. We're going to do service road here. Service road comes along there somewhere. Give me that. And can't do parking here. Maybe we'll do that. Give me my fence now that we've got that asphalted. We'll run the fence along there. On this side of the Long Beach Fire Department, there is a road that does come in here. You know... Ooh. We're going to flip this to both. Just to see if any chaos happens from that. Let's actually pause. Because it's getting kind of dark. How big is a medium hangar? Just temporarily exist there. Ooh. don't like that. You guys are all the same, correct? Nope, that's not a helicopter. Yeah, it's just grass or concrete. Okay. You're gonna have to move further out. Take you out for a second. The LA County Sheriff Department is right here, and there are a series of helicopter pads here, and then there's like a helicopter where they actually lift off and land, and then there's pads for storage, if that makes any kind of sense. There is no water there. Oh, that's a person. I thought that was a fox. So I think we're going to do a few helicopters over here for the LA County Sheriff's Department. They're going to be GA helicopter pads. Sure. Do we put the hangar in? There is another hangar up further that is attached to, well, there's actually two. There's one that's attached to Rebel Space Technology, and there's one that's attached to, looks like it's Jet Zero. So there's kind of a couple of larger hangars. If I put it along that, would that register? I don't actually know. I also feel like this is really short, building-wise. What is on the other side of the Sheriff County? It's got parking area for vehicles. Give me this guy, and yeah, it's right alongside the fence, so we'll put it there. We'll go ahead and use some service road just to make them functional. We could move that down, couldn't we? That should be okay. Correct? Get rid of those. Vehicle pathing is all over the place right now. I need you guys to take out that one. We don't have a fire truck yet. If I did that, ran service road over here through a little bit more asphalt along here, covered you asphalt wise, run a fence here and here, and then the rest of it's just sidewalk. There we go. No, No, we don't want commercial. So I did turn general aviation off a while ago when we were trying to get rid of the small GA stands. Helicopters use avgas? Question mark? The GA helicopters? I don't actually know. Well, we got a couple helicopters coming in. That's exciting. Nope. We do the waste depot? I don't think I like it next to that, to be honest. Going back and forth with this guy. I still feel like this is way too close, and this is just still chaos. Let's go vertical first, and then we'll kind of figure out where things are going a little bit more outwardly, I guess. Give me service road, because we do need to have this actually drivable. The rest of this is just asphalt kind of filled in. There is a small building. I have no idea what's in it. It's on the sheriff's office side, so I have no idea what's there. Directly above that is the Flight Safety International. And so they do aviation training. And so there's parking lot for that. And there is looks like it's all public access. Okay, tell you what, let's modify things. We're going to take this out. And we're going to move the catering depot up there. And it's going to live there. Because that will allow... Oh, no it doesn't. That's reversed of what I thought it was going to be. Shoot. Okay, well, fine. E. You need to go, you need to go. Take the fence with you. Check-in being blocked, huh? There's not a lot I can do. In fact, there's a couple that are open, so you can deal with that. You go away. And in fact, you entirely can go. Catering depot. Here. Here. Here? Here. Gonna extend the road there. Okay. We're gonna move the fence in. So you're gonna go away. We're gonna just run the fence here. this is Flight International. There is a... Oh, that's going to be bad. Was that Barbara London? Yeah. Going to be bad because this road and this road do not line up. Basically, there's a road that comes across like that. There is a parking area here. That's kind of attached to the Flight International School. So take that. Oof. Where would that even connect? I'm overthinking this, aren't I? This is going to be ugly. Public road here. It's going to be employee parking is what that's going to be. That's a sidewalk? That is a sidewalk, okay. You come back a square. So, sidewalk, sidewalk, sidewalk. There's theoretically more parking over here, but obviously we can't add that in. And yeah, sidewalk just runs all the way here. We'll keep it 3. A little green space on the corner. A little sidewalk coming through here. We will have to do a crosswalk there. Crosswalk does come across to here. And it looks like there was something here. And apparently there is not anymore. I am going to do that just to give people the ability to actually get to the airport. Otherwise the game's going to just absolutely lose its mind. Are there hedges all the way down? No, there's the safety fence. And there's hedges up against the building, so here. This fence... Where does that fence end? It ends at the parking lot. There's a drive area in. So we will... Let's adjust the fencing. We'll take that out. We'll run the fencing to there. And then give me some sidewalk, because we have to have sidewalk in order to get the hedge. There is a door that does take you to this sidewalk. So I think we'll take this out. We'll take that sidewalk out, and actually we probably could have just let the sidewalk. We'll do that. Here's a planter, a couple trees. Tree, 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 tree. And we'll go with that. There's a couple trees over here. Did y'all not build my roads over here? Did I not put roads over here? Nope, nope, public. No, you are staff only. Okay, on the other side of that, we have the large hangar of Rebel Space Technologies, along with Jet Zero and the Sling Pilot Academy. There's also kind of some parking spaces in the front. Looks like it's all public parking. There's sidewalk that comes from here. So give me a crosswalk here. Even though there's not actually a crosswalk there. There's a road in. Actually, that's probably a 2-lane road. Somewhere over here. Oh. I absolutely just lost my airport. Yeah, can we go back to Long Beach, please? Thank you. Oh, of course. Yeah, the parking area kind of extends over here. On the other side of this service road. Yeah. We're gonna move you guys again. Live there. This is gonna be bad. Because that is theoretically going to be a long way for fuel to get there. There's so much traffic here. No. Tell you what. If I turn this just into a one-way, and turn that only into a one-way up, will that help it at all? I'm guessing no. But we'll see. Trying to decide if I'm doing parking up there or not. Okay, you guys are in place. You guys can go. I'm thinking about no parking here. I think I really just screwed things up down there. That's great. Glad to see it, I guess. See, these parking lots are big, and that's the problem. If they were a little smaller, I'd be happy. Technically, you're going to move up here. A public road here. These are going to be staff. Actually, give me that. And we'll do that, and we will get one more public down here, or staff parking. There is a sidewalk that comes off this guy, and it just kind of meanders back and forth. And then that way at least people can, walk. Oh, there's gonna have to be a crosswalk there. So, crosswalk there. We need to tweak sidewalk to at least allow access. Let's get our security checkpoint back in place here. Get road in place there. That's not bad, because that actually is even, which is kind of nice, actually. There is no pleasing traffic. Yeah, there is no pleasing traffic at all. Got cows over here just kind of waiting. Okay, give me hangar. Give me actually the large hangar. Because it is pretty big. And then attached to that hangar, where does it go down to? It goes down to about where baggage is. So there's a building attached to it that comes over like about so. And then there's kind of another big old hangar area. Do we do a medium hangar here? I mean, we could certainly do another... large might be too big. Give me taxiway for a second. Because you are going to have to come over here. It's basically a big swath of taxiway. Medium planes can work off of that hangar, so I'm not concerned with that. I am going to run service road here. I mean, technically it's all public, but that's okay. It does kind of go up and over, so we'll connect it up like that. It's just kind of a big parking area. Actually, no, take that back. Take that back. I'm gonna move it to here. There's an entryway roughly here that has a couple couple little areas like that, and then the rest is just asphalt. Parking, asphalt, loading area. Yeah. Into the parking area also, yes. Down to there. What are we doing here? I think we're just going to do foundation. One more time. Just looking at the hangar. It's ever so slightly too big. It's also ever so slightly too expensive. I mean, it's not a big deal. We could kick it over 1 square. It's not going to be the end-all be-all. Let's go with medium. Turn off and demolish. We will need to get a road over there. The rest of the area is basically taxiway. There's a small shelter area that's right about here that they house, I assume, experimental aircraft, perhaps. I don't honestly know what they're doing there at Rebel Space Technologies. It has 2 aircraft pads, but they don't look like they're your typical stand like that. What would a... I don't know how I like that. No, we'll just go with this for now. Let's do that. That, and holy cow, the rest of it's just concrete. It looks like there are some parking stands over here. However, I was contemplating putting some medium stands, but if you just drop in the medium stands, it's just going to have a little off symbol on it. And I'm not thrilled with that. Give me concrete road. We'll do that. Where does that road connect? We're going to run it here and connect it there. It does, the runway sits right here. And so it runs adjacent to the runway. So since we can't do that, we'll just run it kind of straight lined. And this is cheap, so we'll just use concrete. No, we're going to take that back to here. You are all concrete, you are all concrete. Back by baggage. It actually looks like it's asphalt transitioning into concrete, so we will stick with the asphalt. Asphalt kind of behind here where the dumpsters and whatnot lay. And so let's kind of do that. Give me you, give me you. Do something like that, just so it kind of transitions, for the lack of a better word. We will connect you like that and like that. You allow medium aircraft. You are all kinds of wrong. Well, that doesn't really help. Here we go. Over here, there's just a concrete staging area for the build out of the airport that they were working on. So this corner is kind of fenced off, but there are a bunch of plants over here. I can't put bushes out here, can I? Because I used ferns. No, it has to be placed on a sidewalk. And that's what we're running into. I'd like to put bushes out here. because this is landscaped over here. I also don't know what we're doing with that subway. But we will asphalt all of this to there and there. There's a tiny building over here. It does have an actual physical street address, but I don't know what it is. We're going to run fence there, here, and up like that. You. Fence along that road. Basically comes up to this wall. How we doing, road? Not good, huh? What are you guys doing here exactly? Just stacking up, huh? Looks like it's finally getting going. Yeah, I don't know what to do with those roads. Up here, I would like to do terminal foundation. Nope. Some taxiway, and then like so. Do you have fuel? Of course not. No, we got all kinds of issues. Yeah. No fuel, that's the problem. You should be almost back together, right? There we go. Okay, you should be good to go. You don't have an exit. We can fix that. We can do that. Since it's dark, give me that. You'll have a fire truck. And I just lost my lighting. Are you... No, now you're set for staff. Okay. Yeah, traffic is a problem. And it's because of traffic that we've got fuel struggles as well. I'm tempted to connect this just to get fuel to the fuel depot. Now it's a matter of figuring out this mess. Oh. Where are you connecting up? There's a road that runs around the end of the runway, but that's not going to do us a whole lot of good. Could connect it up with this guy. Which I think is going to be the way to go. Although at some point it looks like it turns into asphalt after here. Oh, we're broke. Did we get fuel? Looks like it. Yes. There is no clean way to do this, is there? Because we keep having cars come way down here and... Oh, hold on. Yeah, I did set that, didn't I? Okay. That's my fault. Okay, so there's kind of a short L-shaped building here, and then the big L-shaped building down here. Still going back and forth on what we're doing with the waste depot. But we do have catering. Let's buy some catering vehicles since we've got catering. No, we can't do that yet because that's not connected yet. Well. I don't think I did the right road. We do that, then we can get catering in there. I don't have enough for the terminal foundation that we would need. Probably do have enough for small building, say, here? Give me some asphalt through there. Asphalt through there. Looks like there's actually taxiway that comes down into the helicopter area. Kind of where the service road runs. It looks like there's a... in that L-shaped building that lives here. Looks like there... the Google Maps, it looks like there are several police vehicles there on one side and then some helicopter pads on the other. Just small for... it almost looks like they're fire helicopters, if you will. And there are a couple helicopter pads behind this building. So if we do this, that. Go ahead and run fence up there. Actually, I don't want... I want fence on the inside. Run fence up to there. And down here, so it at least kind of connects to the building. You know what, just do it there. Be done. Let's get a couple more helicopter pads in place. So 1, 2, can't do a third, that's fine. Yeah, we'll do that because there is a small building up here. Right there. No idea what's in there. And just, we'll leave the helicopters as GA helicopter stands. But we'll get some police vehicles, we'll get some catering vehicles, and we'll finish off this area in the next episode. And then we will kind of start working on all the area up here. There are some general aviation stands up here. We'll get the small runway in place as well. But things are coming along. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you guys for stopping by, checking out some more Airport CEO, and as always, I hope you guys have yourselves a great day.